Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Inspiring Woman interview. I am Jen, the co-founder of Brandswan, and I am super excited today to be talking to Ms. Charlotte Miller-Lacy. Rather than me try to explain what it's all about, why don't you give people a little background on the organization?
I Am My Sister's Keeper was actually founded, Jen, out of alternative placement.
Okay.
My job was Director of Student Services for Parkway Academy North in Wilmington, Delaware. And what I saw were young girls coming in and out, and looks like a revolving door, Jen. So I said, you know what, let me have a conversation with them and see what's going on. So I invited them to lunch. And when they opened the conference room door, they closed, they said, hey, Miss Lacy, there's a big meeting going on in there. It's set up with silverware and plates and flowers and music and everything. I said, no, that's for you because you're important to me. This is an important meeting. You are absolutely right. So we went in, we sat down, we had a conversation, Jim. That conversation was around what was happening with them. Why were they fighting? Why were they coming back and forth to this program? And the whole thing out of that was they just didn't know who they were. So when you don't know who you are, it's almost like a chessboard. People can move you around, say, oh, you're this or you're that. And I said to them, well, do you identify with what the girls are saying to you? No, Miss Lacy, I don't. Well, if you don't, then what do you need to do about that? How can you change that trajectory? Maybe you do identify with it. And if you do, you can change it. And how you change it is through exposure and opportunities. That's how you get to know yourself. It always amazes me when people say, be yourself, be your authentic self. But when you're 12 years old, or you're 13 or 14, what is my authentic self? What does that mean? We say a lot of words sometimes, but we don't give the meaning or the feeling behind those words. And that's what I found with those young girls. So what I did was I invited women from all walks of life to a tea party. And what I said to them was, I need you to be your authentic self. I know you have impressive resumes, doctor, lawyer, teacher, whatever, but I need that person, that real person, to talk about your story. Because each of us have a story, Jen. Sometimes young girls look at us as adults and they think that, okay, they have it all together, but it hasn't always been that way. And we're still struggling, One of the things I love about what Michelle Obama said is, I'm still becoming. And I tell them, even at my age, I'm still becoming. Miss Lacy does not know everything. Some of the girls in the program know things that I've never been, I've never known about. And I said, we're still, a work in progress. And out of that came, I Am My Sister's Keeper. We started with a tea party. So each year, our program year starts with a tea party. So it started with 8 girls, have now grown with over participants at this tea party now, over 350 in our 6th year.
I love that mission. Absolutely love it. What is something that you want everyone to know about female empowerment, or even just helping tie down what female empowerment is?
I kind of get caught up in this sometimes when people talk about female empowerment. And it looks like it's just about females. To me, and this is, my point of view, female empowerment is about everything that happens with us in life. And it has to involve our counterparts. And when I'm saying counterparts, I'm talking about our male parts as well. So we have to walk together with each other to own our own space of who we are. We can do this thing together. Each of us can have a lane that we're in, and that we bring what's important to each person out. And that's female empowerment to me.
Can you tell us about one of the accomplishments that you are the most proud of throughout your whole life or your whole career?
I think the biggest accomplishment in the community, I am called Mama Lacy. That is such a big accomplishment for me to hear people, to hear families, to hear mothers, to hear fathers say, if Mama Lacy's a part of it, my daughter can be a part of it. If Mama Lacy's a part of it, I know they're going to be taken care of. That still today, that kind of, gives me little chills because it says, okay, I did something right. I did something right. And that something right that I wanted to do is to care about someone other than myself, and to people to feel that and know it's for real. It doesn't have anything to do with money, doesn't have anything to do with accolades, doesn't have anything to do with, oh, Miss Lacy's up here or this, that. It has to do with the real caring. And like I said, we meet with our girls first Saturday and third Saturday of every month. But it doesn't stop there. It's more than just, gathering these girls on a certain Saturday. It's about life, being in their life. But they want to reach out to let me know, what we're doing in this group. And I hear you, Miss Lacy, and I'm able to use some of what we call the things that we use in our toolbox. I'm able to use some of those things. I'm able to pull from that. And then they're proud of themselves when they do that. And I think that's one of my biggest accomplishments that I just love.
Pop quiz. How do you define success?
I define success in what comes back. So I'll explain that. When I first started this program, we had like 8 girls, and then it dropped to 5. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And someone said to me, are we looking for quantity or are we looking for quality? And I had to think about that. And what happened with the girls that were originally in the program, as I said, were they were in alternative placement. So they went back to their comprehensive school and said, hey, I was in this program at Parkway Academy, and it's called I Am My Sister's Keeper. This is what we do. This is how we've grown, and this is what I see. And now they're on honor roll, and they're staying in school and those type of things, and bringing other girls with them, their cousins, their friends. You need to be a part of this. I say success is how it comes back to you, what you put out.
Okay, last question. If you could go back and share some wisdom or guidance with your younger self, what would it be?
To give yourself grace.
Okay.
Don't be so hard on yourself. To give yourself grace. This is a learning process. You don't have to get it right every time, but you learn from those mistakes. One of the biggest things that happened in my life, and I am a Christian, I am a believer. And the first thing when things happen, I say, God, let me learn the lesson in this. Because if it's something really that's harsh, I don't want to repeat that. So I'm thoughtful, I'm mindful, of what's going on in that process. And even sometimes it may hurt, it may not feel well, but you still have to be in that process to know where you're going to get to the other side. So have grace with yourself.
I love that. Okay. If people wanted to get involved with My Sister's Keeper, how can they support your organization?
So of course, donations, where we're always looking for donations. And I say that because our program is, we'll say it's free to all of our girls. We charge a $25 application fee, and that's it. So we're looking for supporters, we're looking for grants, we're always looking. I know when people see me, they say, here comes Miss Lacy, she's going to ask for some money. And yeah, I do. I really do, because I think this program is important. And again, that goes with that exposure and opportunities. We expose the girls to so many things. We take them on trips. So we're getting ready to go. Our retreat will be April 1st through 3rd in the Poconos. So we're taking 60 girls to the Poconos. We were going to go in January, but so they can ski and those type of things. But then COVID was just, so rampant at that time, we had to postpone it. So we're going in April. So we're real excited about that. So people can go on our website at www.iammsk.org, or they can cash app us at Purple MSK, or they can go on our website, get our address, and send us a check or anything like that. And we need volunteers. Volunteers are the heartbeat of an organization. Without our volunteers, and we have some excellent volunteers who have been with us, like some have been with us for the 6 years that we've been in operation. We have a full breakfast for the girls in the morning. So if anyone wants to donate breakfast items or anything, that's one of our biggest expenses, because we feed about 60 people, any given time on a Saturday morning. So they can give that way if they want to, or just come and give your time. Come and give your time. Right now, we're at the Teen Warehouse in Wilmington. So if anybody wants to join us there on first Saturday and third Saturday from 9 o'clock until 12:30, that's the time that we're there. And then they can reach out to me as well through our website.